Hey yo, what's up my brothers and sisters? Once again, it's your brother the Hurricane Universal Being. This right here is another video, second video about, like I said, the spool and how I linked it up with the earth. Okay, pointing out the similarities, how everything is macro, micro, all right, everything is grafted off of what we see, what we experience, okay? And how we experience it, all right? And this right here makes sense as to why they use the spool to wrap power or electricity around, okay? All right? The cords of electricity wrap around this spool, which makes perfect sense. And I'm gonna show you how the similarities of that works also with the earth, all right? And how the energy spins around us, all right? Or spirals around us. Spiral, spirit, spinal. Okay, this right here, the micro would be your spine. This trunk, remember I was talking about how if this was the tree of life, this would be the trunk right here. It would also be your spine. And the energy flows around it, just like this spool right here. Okay, this would be the cord, if electricity, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever type of electricity you have right here. This right, or cord, I mean, this right here would wrap around this, all right? It will spiral around it. Okay, same as the energy that flows within us and out and outside of us upon the earth. It spirals around, and what is turning this energy is from the center. All right, from the center. If you wanted to spin this spool, all right, the easiest way to have this spool spin to get that energy wrapped off of it or unwrapped, you would put a pole within the middle, of course, all right? And then that pole, you would then tip that pole up and then you would spin this thing. And that cord would just unravel. You understand? Makes perfect sense as to how the energy surrounds us and spirals around us from the North Pole. This is how the sun and the moon rotate. Same thing as a clock. Remember how I gave the clock example? And how the clock was? The hands would be the sun and moon rotating around the plane. All right, we experience this, y'all, night and day. The sun comes to bring us day and it leaves away from us, giving someone else on the plane day. And then night comes and of course the moon comes. All right, the night light. You see what I'm saying? Daylight, night light. Makes perfect sense that it spirals around us. We stay still. The energy is what spins around us, all right? Same thing with the daggone power. Like I said, the spiral, spinal. Some cultures and ancient cultures call it the kundalini, some call it chi, but it is the energy that flows around or wraps around the spinal cord and comes all the way up. Same thing with this right here, wraps around the pole and spirals all the way up. All right, this is the Ouroboros, what folks would call it. Look up Ouroboros, look up the infinity snake. It'll pull up as a snake biting its tail. It'll pull up the infinity symbol, which is the figure 8, and it's still biting its tail because the energy recycles and cycles through. It never breaks, like I told you, from the inside out, and it wraps around, giving us an aura. All these words connect. Ouroboros or Aurora Borealis. You see what I'm saying? And your aura, literally. We all have an aura or an energy field. And this is what I'm trying to explain right here. All right, this sits still, but the energy is what moves around us. Think about that. Makes sense, y'all. Like I said, macro, micro. All right. All right, y'all. Holla.